Phillips. That was Sexton.
Halfpenny did well to control that.
And the penalty goes against the Lions for holding on.
Release the ball, release.
Ben Alexander and George Smith it was.
Holding on.
Over the ball. Christian Liliafano around the legs made the tackle. That was important.
You can see that, I think it was Wycliffe Parley there, Timmy. You could see when he made the tackle what he did, and what Brian O'Driscoll did well last week, and the Lions did well as a team. The tackler, as he made the tackle around the legs, he would stand up in that ruck. The attacking team, the Lions in that case, will have to consider him. It gives George Smith that time to get in over that ball. It's a good breakdown play from Australia.
Stephen Moore goes to the back and finds his captain, Horwell. Good two-handed take. Now it's Palu running onto it. Taken by O'Brien. Genia O'Connor. Beale. Folau. They pick him up and he throws it back into Marnie.
It's a ball!
Now they've got to get the ball back to Moore. Collapse Moore. British and Irish Lions feed. Jonathan Sexton was in there.
So too Davis getting the pats on the back. Sexton and Davis.
Oh, they're excited, the Lions. Players, the fans, they've got a spring in their step now. They've dealt with the Wallabies every time the Wallabies have had the ball. Wallabies been unconvincing with the ball in hand so far.
They're just running across field a little bit at the moment. Cafe in the backs, the Wallabies backs, especially going right-hand side. A couple of decoy plays.
In the same
To
line,
players running across the field. They need to square up and straighten up their attack.
Touch! Set!
Faletau. Good run off the back of the scrum. Phillips taken by Mon.
Leave it 6!
Needed to make the tackle too. They had huge numbers on the right-hand side.
Bounce is good for Sexton. He goes high. Tommy Bowes' wing. Been knocked back. And it is into touch.
Came off Joe Tamani. Straight into touch.
Toby Faletau's having a wonderful game so far. You could see the dominance of the Lions scrum there. They got him around the corner and gave him a free run, and he made plenty of yards there. He started very well so far this game. You can see here, the Lions often congregate before lineouts. They make their call and walk in. It's actually legal in terms of play. They have to call in the lineout. That's what Romain Poit's saying. Hurried up.
Good take, Jeff Parling.
Now it's Faletau. Smith holds on.
8 away!
Phillips. Box kick. Beale.
Don't say 7!
Halfpenny.
Well positioned, Lee Halfpenny.
That's it, stay where you are.
Down to Beale. Across now to James O'Connor. O'Connor makes it up to the halfway.
Good run. Got across the advantage line. Genia's got runners now.
Leofano first receiver. Here's Horwell. Beale stabs one through, but again, Halfpenny perfectly positioned. Beale inside the 22. And it's not his best kick of the night.
It's been a poor kicking performance. There's been 2 kicks for penalties from Kirtley where he could have found touch 5 metres out, and he left them well short off those earlier penalty kicks where the Wallabies were going for the line out. And another 2 kicks in that little duel that were poor. The grubber not great, and that one poor. And the Lions are now in a position on the field where they may look to drive this and pick up a penalty.
Good win at the back. And Sexton takes off.
He was looking for George North on his right-hand shoulder.
Parling.
It's a benefit of the ball at the tail of the line out there. You can see they suck the Australian defence forward, through and behind them as they get a turnover.
Yeah, out of Ashley Cooper. And Looking for the quick
Stay back.
counter-attack. Kick
Vantage
from
over.
Genia. Davis onto the left foot. And this one, oh, that is a terrific kick. It's bounced into touch just before the corner post.
The first 22 minutes of this game, the Wallabies are being handed a lesson in how to kick well in the game of football.
Well, they play on quickly. James O'Connor is down in back play. Adam Ashley Cooper out.
And he steps. He gets the Fen going, but then hands it straight into the arms of Sean O'Brien. Jones. Phillips, Hibbard.
Numbers.
Oh, Tommy Bowe snatching at it. It'll be a scrum, much to the relief of the Wallabies. The scrum is the last thing they probably need.
They had huge numbers, the British and Irish Lions. Tommy Bowe knows it. On the left-hand side, the Wallabies only had 3 defenders. James O'Connor was down in back play. The handling errors so far 4 to the Wallabies and 3 to the British and Irish Lions. Tommy Bowe, he knew there he'd blown a great opportunity, this try-scoring opportunity on the left-hand side. The reserves look on. Owen Farrell.
Tommy Bowe now 29. Started in 2004. He missed 4 games on tour with a hand injury. 5th Lions cap, 3 in 2009.
All right.
Against South Africa and 2 on this tour. But the Lions are roaring. 16-3. 23 and a half gone.
Critical here that the Australians get themselves out of their own territory. We've already spoken about the kicking game. Hasn't been up to scratch so far. They need to be smart and exit this, get themselves out of this position.
Needs to be Channel 1 ball.
Touch. Set.
In and out. Wycliffe Parley's looking for it.
Yes. Three.
Oh my goodness, this is a real
This
problem
is the
now.
5th.
So Ben Alexander has been sent to the bin.
So repeated infringements from Australia at scrum time, and the British and Irish Lions a penalty right in front of the posts.
This is going to be very tough for Australia to claw back any type of, I guess, leniency from the referee around scrum time. Every time he's going to be hot on watching them. You can see here, the scrum looked pretty good initially, but you can see the ball just gets trapped in there for too long. Benny Alexander can't hold that weight. Collapses the scrum, and whether or not it deserved a send-off, it continued infringements by the whole forward pack. And you can see Warren Gutman very happy with that.
I think in the end he gets in for the bind on the arm, sharp, incorrect bind. He'd warned Ben Alexander before. But then Alexander binding on the arm and was subsequently penalised for it. Big moment in the test.
Lee Halfpenny. Flags go up again. 5 from 5. And it is 19 points to 3. And the Wallabies are down a man.
Well, that's now more than 2 converted tries. The Wallabies have to try and peg back in this match. Still enough time if they can get their hands on the ball and get away from scrum time.
Beale gives it a bit of hang time. No problem for the Lions.
Hands away now. Goal.
Ben Robinson had his hands on the ball.
Sean O'Brien, what was the arrow?
Parlew,
Pretty
big
hard.
hit.
Use it.
Lydiard.
More starch in the Australian defence now. They need this. They need to spark something.
On away.
And the Wallaby scrum has gained parity
Stay red. 5.
in the first 2 tests. But not tonight. Knocked back by Folau. And he's limping after that as well. And Beale.
Folau hurt his hamstring, his right hamstring.
No hands. 11. Off your feet. 11.
James O'Connor straight into the arms of Halfpenny on the 22.
Stay where you are.
Halfpenny trapped by O'Connor.
Stay 2 and 7. 5 on.
And that'll have to pull up in goal. We're going to come back all the way to where he kicked it from.
See, Jonathan Sexton, very smart play. The ball was still moving, and he had 1 foot on and over the dead ball line. So the ball's going to come all the way back to where James O'Connor kicked it from. British and Irish Lions will take the scrum. Ball's still moving.
Yeah, the Wallabies have to be careful now. They're in a dangerous position where they could get into a cycle. The Lions are leading 19 points to 3. They don't actually have to play too much more rugby. They can just get down here every time, draw penalties from their scrum, and Lee Halfpenny keep ticking the ball over.
Well, here is a big moment, Nathan. We have a look on screen at Israel Folau.
When he stretched out for the ball that went behind him, his right hamstring, he just grasped it. So Jesse Mogg is on the field now for his first test match. He just stretched out there as his right leg came down. That's a huge blow for the Wallabies.
27 minutes gone. Folau gone. And George Smith is coming from the field because they have to substitute him with a front rower at the scrum. So 19 points to 3.
It's a wonderful moment for Jesse Mogg, but not the way that he would have thought he would have made his test debut.
And he is the 4th Wallaby to make his debut in this series with the Lions. And the Wallabies have only one back reserve now.
Get your
Phipps.
bun quickly, get your bun quickly, guys.
Obviously only 7 Wallaby forwards in this scrum.
Same line, Red, same line, same line.
The Lions are looking forward to every single scrum. You can see them almost salivating. They want another 3 points out of the scrum, straight up.
Toby Faletau will hold the ball at the back of this scrum and try and march it forward.
Touch! Set!
Here's the shove coming from the men in red. It pops out though, and Genia is there to make the tackle.
Leave it! Goal!
Well cleaned up at the back by the Lions.
Almost a turnover, but they get it back. Obvisiero lays it back. Parling goes to ground.
Hands on! Hands on!
Robinson comes in and makes a big tackle.
Hibbard wasn't expecting that from Robinson.
Jones, the captain. Sexton, Roberts. Connor went low. Phillips.
Mike Phillips caught. Stephen Moore.
Use it!
Lydiot.
On your feet!
They can go. Out to Sexton. And Roberts offloads to Hibbard. Kipper makes the tackle. Obvisiero, the try scorer in the opening minutes. Halfpenny, no way through there. But a good build-up for the Lions. Here's O'Brien.
They're just patient now, the Lions, up to the 14th phase. Phillips looking for runners.
Hibbard. Sexton.
Good tackle. Christian Liliafano around the legs.
Lydiot. It's a good carry. The back row is playing well for the Lions. Parling up towards the 22. Here's Hibbard. Sexton. Tommy Bow. Liliafano. Good tackle.
Ben Robinson was there.
Faletau.
The 20th phase now for the Lions. Phillips has got plenty of options.
Pops out the back. Here's Parling.
Use it!
The Lions haven't produced anything with any subtlety yet, just one out running basically. It looks like they've got something lined up here to the right. The ball just needs to come for them.
Remember, they are a man up. And Sexton, George North, a touch for him. The Lions fans in full cry. And here's a drop goal attempt from Sexton.
Just wide. Good option. Good option from Jonathan Sexton. 27 phases from the British and Irish Lions. Their forwards were really patient. And Sexton just stepped in the pocket, just to the left of the upright.
Excellent defence from the Wallabies there. 27 phases they defended staunchly with 14 men, forced them to a drop goal attempt. As you see Hibbert, he's been very good tonight so far. You can see the difference he has made to the Lions scrum.
Alexander counting down the clock. 2.5 minutes remaining in the sin bin. Hibbert receiving some treatment.
Here he goes in. Ben Mowen just puts the head down, and it's head on head. It was two big men going at each other. Christian Liliafano's made some great tackles. That was an important one because he'd given Sexton the inside channel then. He makes another one on Tommy Bowe. Given Sexton showed him the inside channel, asked him to run it because they were short on numbers to his left.
North losing his footing.
It's not the tackle. It's not the tackle.
83% possession for the Lions in the last 10 minutes, and Hibbert full of running. Did he lose that forward? It's been picked up on the short side. There's the kick ahead from Tamani, and it's into touch.
Some lovely ball playing by the British and Irish Lions forward pack. Parling, Elwyn Jones there, good offload inside.
Yeah, it's off the back of momentum. They're getting momentum, as you see here. The turnover, just a sloppy presentation, and Joe Tamani. Had that ball stayed in, would have been an interesting foot race there.
Tamani on the right wing and Mogg on the left wing.
Shorter line out for the Lions. 5-man line out.
Hibbert. Lions Parling.
Interesting decision. The Wallabies have only got 7 men. Quite often teams will go to a 7-man because they know they have the numerical advantage in attack.
Tamani. Cross now to Beale. And he pops it out to Mogg. Jesse Mogg on debut. Ankle tap. Loses the ball forward. It's not happening for the Wallabies. They can't take a trick at the moment.
Unlucky. A wonderful little break from Curtly Beale. Saw a little bit of space in between Sean O'Brien. And he took it. What's Sean O'Brien there? He hesitated and Beale took off.
Second row.
Jesse Mogg, a lovely hole. Just needed to be patient here. I think it was Jeff Parling got an ankle tap on him.
Wow, what an ankle tap, because Jesse Mogg nearly had enough space to get to the try line. Then it would have been very, very interesting. Great first touch for him. He knows that Curtly Beale's a player who can typically draw 2 defenders. If you hunt around Curtly Beale and run angles off him, eventually the ball will get in your hands. And Curtly did a great job, took the tackle, made 2 defenders come to him, swiveled, and found a Jesse Mogg steaming on his inside. That's what the back three of Australia now need to do. You know the Lions, they're up 19-3. They're going to play field position. They're going to keep the ball on the field because they've got a scrummage advantage. They've struggled in the line out in this tour, on this tour so far. The back three will get lots of opportunity now to counter-attack. When you get it, you've got to make the most of it. That's the challenge now for the Wallabies in attack.
And I think, Kate, in attack, when you're down by 16 points, it makes you counter-attack. It makes you look after the ball and control it.
Similar tactic they're going to play.
So Sexton goes high for Tommy Bowe's wing. And he does well, the Irishman. Jones.
Look at the runners Mike Phillips has got. He's got so many options to pick up.
Sexton, out the back it goes to Halfpenny. Oh, he's coughed it up and it's gone backwards though. The Wallabies pour in and they get the penalty on their own 10-metre mark.
6 minutes to go before half-time.
On his feet first.
Great work from Steve Moore, then he burrowed in there.
First.
But Timmy, you speak about the lines, they've got plenty of options. It's because they're getting over the advantage line. Tommy Bowe, great take. Extra 2 or 3 metres, puts them on the front foot, and then their runners can hit with pace, get over the advantage line again. They're playing well the lines.
Okay, only call really, isn't it, for James Hall this close to half-time when you're behind by 16 points. You need to pick up 7 points before half-time to keep yourself in this match.
And they've got a left footer now on the field, which is one of the reasons why a lot of people thought Jesse Moggs should be in the team earlier in the season. Left and right foot kicker gives you so many more options. Jesse Moggs stands up 40 metres out and bangs one close into the corner. Ben Alexander now back on the field, as is George Smith.
No, in fact, they've kept Alexander off the field, and Kepu is going to stay out there. So it's a substitution now after the 10 minutes is up in the bin.
4-man line out, Wallabies. Looking for Ben Mowen.
And down it goes to Genia, O'Connor, out of Ashley Cooper. Shifting it wide. Parlow is out there. Davis makes the tackle. O'Connor. He's going to kick across now for Tamani's wing. Mogg coming in there as well. North goes high, and George North comes away with it and almost broke away from the tackle as well.
Horrible kick there. It needed to be a low, flat trajectory. It gave George North time to get under it. The line's back on the front foot.
Oh, Will Genia, lovely covering. He had to make a lot of room.
And Genia lays it back. Robinson charging onto it, taken by Falatau and Roberts. Here's Stephen Moore. O'Connor, Ashley Cooper double round and straightens.
Ran straight to Sean O'Brien.
Genia, short ball, dummies. Idiot made the tackle, but it's advantage being played here for the Wallabies.
The advantage for the Sean O'Brien high tackle.
Parlow over the advantage line. So it's a penalty to the Wallabies.
Depends how far this is infield now for James Hall. Here's the penalty. Wasn't much in that from Sean O'Brien. Adam Ashley Cooper was falling. Defensively, they've been outstanding on the Lions for what they've had to do so far. Curly Beale goes for touch.
Again, he can't really put it into the corner. Didn't pick up a lot of ground there, but they'll get the throw in inside the 22.
The line so far tonight, they've given the Wallabies the front of the line out. They've stacked the tail. They've reversed the type of tactics the Wallabies have played on them, and the Wallabies take that easy ball at the front.
As it's Parlow, and George Smith has it trapped at the back.
Well, that's got to go.
And the short side goes Genia. Pops it back to Holwell, running onto the ball from Moore, and Sean O'Brien drives him into touch, but he was playing advantage.
Jeff Parling ruled offside. So coming back to the penalty.
Against your team in a short time.
Parling's had a very good game so far tonight. Plenty of tight stuff. His breakdown work's been very good. That great tackle on Jesse Mogg, that's almost certain try, and his line-out work's been good as well.
He loves that sort of work. Plays for the Leicester club in England. He was a top tackler last week. 16 tackles for the Lions in the second test match in Melbourne. 90 seconds left in the first half. Australia must get some points to try and reignite this game.
Again, they're sitting heavy in the middle of the table line out here.
They go to the back to Horwell. Mowen. Parlow running onto it. Got away from Hibbert. Here's the drive coming in from the men in goal. Slow coming out of there. Genia.
Use it!
To Horwell.
Wrong side. Needed to go to Stephen Moore on the left.
Genia. Now it goes to Moore on the inside, but they were waiting for him. Quick recycle. O'Connor running to the line, dummying. Faletau holds on. Pick and go now from Parlowy. Offloads.
Moen did well to hold it.
Great defence from the Lions there.
Not coming out of there, so we're going to get a scrum. 5-metre scrum. Wallaby put in.
That's what the Wallabies didn't want, a scrum. They were happy to keep playing. Ben Moen did extremely well to hold the ball there. Just ran in behind George Smith.
Absolutely critical time of the game for both teams here. The Lions, they want to hold them out. If they can hold Australia out, they will feel at half-time they are in a fantastic position. The Wallabies, they need 7 points. They need to start clawing this game back, because at the moment the Lions are taking it away from them. This next 15 seconds, or this next start of play from this scrum is vital.
Well, Sharpie, you talk about turning points in games, and the last 4.5 to 5 minutes defensively for the Lions, if they can hold the Wallabies out before half-time, that could be the turning point in this match.
That'll be huge for them, Timmy, because Warren Gatland's already spoken. He said he doesn't think Australia has threatened them yet in attack. Let's see.
He wants a reset. The half-time siren has sounded. Most important scrum of the series so far for the Wallabies.
Same ball. Come close.
Referee getting plenty of assistance out there.
Touch! Set!
Another reset. Nervous moments.
Hey, calm down.
Sukopi Kepu, number 18 for the Wallabies on the right-hand side of the scrum. He's now got Alex Corbisiaro under a little bit of pressure. You see Corbisiaro folding in a little bit.
And shooter in front. Take the hit up.
Big backline set for the Wallabies. Genia needs to get good quick ball.
Set!
Wallaby scrum, holding. Genia fires it out. O'Connor, dummies. James O'Connor, try! Australia in the nick of time.
Well, he tried last week, James O'Connor, from a similar position to try and pick up Israel Folau. This time, showed the ball to Joe Tamani on the right-hand side, saw a gap. His 13th test try in Wallaby gold. And how important is that to go into half-time, 19 points to 10. He's been criticised at first receiver, James O'Connor. Went straight through a poor effort from Jonathan Sexton and took Mike Phillips over. A wonderful try.
Yeah, he just got inside the cover defence of Sean O'Brien and Mike Phillips straight over. That's a great try.
Now it's game on. 19 points to 10, 40 minutes to play.
Well, that is 3 tries in the past 3 tests at ANZ Stadium for James O'Connor, 23 years of age. Yesterday, there's the extra 2 from Christian Lealiafano. So from 19 to 3 at half-time at ANZ Stadium, it's now 19-10. Lions still well and truly in the driver's seat, but the Wallabies with a glimmer of hope now. Very timely try indeed. 19-10, let's go to Rod Kafer.
Fast start from the Lions, a good finish to the second half from you guys.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think that just comes down to possession. I think we held onto the ball, even though we had 14 men. We were able to build some pressure and get some points. So we'll get a lot out of that last 20 minutes.
How do you arrest this Lions onslaught in the second half?
I think disconnecting as a unit. Obviously, we've got 15 men now, so coming out, defence is going to play a big part in this second half. So we need to be firing on all cylinders.
Best of luck.
Great.
Half-time here at Stadium Australia. A wonderful test match. The Lions lead 19 points to 10.
What a start for Australia.
Stand shoulder to shoulder for the Tour of England on Fox Sports.
See the concentration there.
A live experience in high definition.
Australia being